Hi guys, my name is Norma and I'm a wedding officiant here in DFW, Texas. I'm making this video to show you the steps on how to get your marriage license. First off, congratulations, you are finally ready for the next step, which is marriage. And this is something that you shouldn't take lightly. Marriage is a huge commitment. I wanted to make a few things clear before I do begin. Texas has about a population of 28 million people, which it's a lot, and Texas is very big. So there are 254 counties here that you can go to get your marriage license. It doesn't matter if you live in Dallas County and you want to get your marriage license from, let's say, Tarrant County, Kaufman County, you are able to do that. So just make sure to contact them so that they can give you the details as to what you will need as far as documentation. Now, there are two types of marriage license. The first one is a formal marriage license, which is the legal marriage license. So this one is what most of the people get, and it's recognized all over the United States and in other countries. The second one is the informal marriage license, also known as common law marriage. Now, common law is not legal in all 50 states here in the US, which means that if you get a common law marriage paper and go get it registered, it will only be valid in Texas. It may not be valid in other states. Now, the fees for a marriage license range anywhere from $60 to $90. There's a program like Together, which offers premarital courses. Usually on the county's website, whichever county it is, they have this information there, so make sure to read that. You would go there and look for premarital counseling. Keep in mind that some may not be free. You will probably need to pay for them, and their fees just depend on the counselor. You can also go to your pastor, your preacher, your priest if they offer that service. Now, a big one, immigration status is not a requirement. You can get your marriage license even if you don't have a US identification or a social security number. Matter of fact, a lot of people actually fix their status, their legal status, when they get married with a US citizen or a US permanent resident. In order to get your marriage license, you will need a valid US identification or a valid foreign passport. If you or your fiance have an expired foreign passport or just a matricula, which is like a consular ID, then you would have to contact the county where you're planning on getting your marriage license from, because they do have different requirements. Since I have my notary and tax business, I've actually had to do different things for different couples, including translating birth certificates to English from their country, because the county requires that. So make sure that you contact your county so that they can give you more information. Keep in mind that us as wedding officiants do not work with the counties. We are separate, so contact them for more information. Some counties do require online applications, so you would just type in Google, let's say Ellis County marriage license, and they should, or marriage license application, and it should pull up, and then you would just click on their link, or you can go straight through the county's website and search for details there. When you put in your information for the marriage application, you do need to put in personal information like full names, date of birth, where you're from, social, all that good stuff. So please don't ask people to do that for you unless you really are not tech savvy, because that's your personal information. Once you submit that information, that county will then email you a receipt or a confirmation number. With that confirmation number, then you can go ahead and schedule an appointment to go get your marriage certificate. But you can also do walk-ins, which means you don't do any of that online stuff. But again, speak with the county, because some of them are very full. I know Dallas County is very full. They're not too good about walk-ins. So just make sure that you contact them before even walking in. If you created an appointment, both of you have to be present. Both of you have to go to the county, because you do have to sign some papers and also swear that you understand that you are about to get married. There are exceptions, like if someone is an active duty military member and a life or death situation. Again, you may want to talk to the county about that, because those are different steps. Now, if you are in another state and you're wanting to get married in Texas, the fees are a little bit higher just because you are not a resident here. So you would have to, pay the extra fee. Now, if you are in Texas and you want to get married in another state, then you would have to get the license from that other state, because if you get it from Texas, it's not going to be valid in another state. Now, if you're wanting a destination wedding, which means that you want to get married at another country, then that marriage license that you get from Texas has to be apostilled. Again, because I have my notary and tax business, I do offer that service, so you're more than welcome to give me a call or text me, and I can do the whole process for you guys. You will have to find someone to officiate your wedding in that other country, but you do need it apostilled before it even leaves and before you guys leave. So once you get your marriage license, keep in mind that you have to wait 72 hours or 3 days. You cannot get married within the 3 days. Please don't ask me why. I don't know why. That's a Texas law. I've had people ask me, why can't I just get married? I don't know. That's Texas. So if you're in the military, or if you took the Together courses, the premarital courses, then you can actually skip the 72 hours and get married that same day or the next day. But the marriage license is only valid for 90 days, which means the 89th day you have to get married. If you do not get married within the 90 days, you will have to start the process all over again and pay the fees again. That license is no longer valid. Now, once you get your marriage license, the counties usually give you a printed sheet of paper of the list of court judges that are able to officiate your ceremony, like a courthouse ceremony. If you're not wanting to do that, want to step out of the courthouse, which I honestly got married at the courthouse, and I told my husband, like, if I would have known about officiants back then, I probably would have hired one with the prices that we charge. Anyways, if you don't want to choose from the list of judges, you can then step out and go to your pastor or preacher, priest, and that's when you would have a ceremony outside. Who can officiate the wedding? A licensed or ordained Christian minister or priest, a Jewish rabbi, a person who is an officer of a religious organization and who is authorized to conduct a marriage ceremony, or a current, former, or retired federal or state judge. Please be careful with who you book. There's still a lot of scammers, and you definitely don't want to get scammed. Now, there is a Texas Family Code section, which is 2.302, and that has all the information there. Keep in mind that unauthorized officiants may face penalties, including a Class A misdemeanor or a third-degree felony. So please make sure that you are aware of who is officiating your wedding. So the day of the wedding, we will then fill out your marriage license and, of course, do the ceremony. And once we do that, we will either hand it back to you, mail it off, or hand deliver it to the county, depending on the officiant, the priest, pastor, whoever is officiating the wedding. That's up to them. And that is it. You are legally married. Of course, once it's registered with your county here in Texas. Congratulations, guys. Again, if you have questions, then reach out to your county. But if you would like to hire me as your officiant, you can go ahead and contact me. I'll leave my information